Yeah, I mean, it's hard to put into words. I honestly don't think it's like hit yet. I mean, I've probably watched Keller's goal back like a million times, and every time you just get chills. Like, it is so cool. Obviously, a dream come true, and obviously to bring it back to this city is super special.
What was that moment like? What went through your mind when the moment that it happened and after the goal?
Yeah, overtime is obviously a little nerve wracking, but I think we had so much trust and confidence within our locker room. I think as soon as we tied it up, we knew that we were going to win that game. And like I said, everyone that's on the ice, especially when Megan Keller's on the ice, you have so much trust and confidence in her. So when she got that puck at the far blue line, I think everyone was like, didn't know what was going to happen next. And obviously, her putting it in the back of the net is no surprise, and it couldn't have happened to a better person. So.
What's the atmosphere like in a game like that, Haley? Like compared to some of the biggest games you've played throughout your hockey career?
Yeah, definitely a lot of emotions, a lot of nerves, but I think so much excitement. I think we have so many great leaders in that locker room, so they're just reminding us, it's the same game we've played our whole lives. Obviously, a lot more on the line, but at the end of the day, we've been playing this game for so long. So I think just trying to stay present and take one shift at a time and just kind of play your game and, act like it's any other game, being confident and, yeah, just doing our jobs and playing to our roles.
And how do you think moments like this can help with PWHL being as big as it is right now? How do you think moments like that can kind of spearhead and putting it in front of people?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think there's so many more eyes on women's hockey after the Olympics, which is so cool. I think obviously a lot of people know about my brothers who have put a lot of eyes on women's hockey, and I think they obviously just went to support and did so much more than just that. And there's so many other people that have helped, and like we broke a lot of viewership records just with eyes on women's hockey, and I think so much of that is going to come back to the PWHL. So that is so awesome to see.
Obviously, your brothers, yeah, were a story. I mean, how important do you think having men who will be out there and be very vocal and supportive, kind of helps push things forward, push things to a wider audience? Let's say.
Yeah, I mean, they've been supportive since day one. I think them having the opportunity to do it on this stage, I mean, my dream has kind of turned into their dream. So I think I'm so grateful that they were there, and I think they are just, we're so proud to be there and do anything they could to obviously help the team. I think obviously they were supporting me as an individual, but even more, USA Hockey, which was so special. And I don't think they expected, to blow up as much as they did and put more eyes on women's hockey. But obviously that was so cool to see.
Have they ever plotted something like that before?
They did something at like the World Championships in Utica. I think that's where it stemmed from. And then when I made the team, I think they were pretty heavy into planning their outfits, and they were all a surprise. So I didn't know about any of them, but yeah, it was awesome.
Chris mentioned the pace of practice today was really high and the energy was high. Was that coming from the Olympians coming back, or was that from the players who had been, back here excited to have you guys back?
Yeah, I think everyone as a group. I think we were just so excited to be back together as a group. I know the girls back here have been working so hard, and we were so grateful for their support. I mean, they had watch parties, they were texting us. Their support was endless, and we're so grateful for that. But we also know that they were putting in the work, and it wasn't an easy month for them to kind of be back home, just grinding in practice every day. So we appreciate their hard work, and I think everyone was just so excited to be back together. Everyone's like asking if I'm jet lagged, and I just feel like I'm running off adrenaline because I'm just so excited to be back with everyone. And yeah, there's so much energy, and obviously them getting to play a game and us just being able to play a game as a team again coming up. I think just the energy was naturally really high.
What is it like to be able to just share this legacy with your teammates, to be able to forever call yourselves gold medalists?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's incredible, obviously, being able to share the ice with the overtime game winner and the best goalie in the world. So, I mean, I'm just so grateful to be able to come back to Boston with them and play with them for the whole season. I've told them, endless times that, we're so blessed to be able to come back here and compete for a Walter Cup. And, yeah, we're just so excited to be back with this group. And we have a really special group here, and we're excited for the rest of the season.
Haley, congratulations. After the game, I think Kelly Matt said this is the best team she ever played with. For you, this is your first Olympics. What have you sort of learned from this process? So what was your takeaway from all this?
Yeah, obviously it's such an honor to represent your country and obviously do it on the highest stage. And, I've looked up to Hillary since I was probably 8 or 9 holding her medal. So being able to be a part of, her last Olympics, being my first Olympics, that was super special. And like I said, such an honor. And yeah, obviously a lot of people were saying it was the best, U.S. group they've ever seen. And to even hear that and be a part of that, again, like I said, is I'm so grateful to be that, and I hope to continue to kind of, help be the best and continue to be the best for a long time.
Jeremy Swayman was talking to us yesterday about the bond that the men's and women's teams built over the course of the run there. How that's just your reaction to the phone call after the men's gold medal game there with the president?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big social media topic right now, as anything is. But at the end of the day, we both went there to complete a job, and we both got that job done. And I think both teams coming back with a gold medal is all that really matters. And yeah, like Swayman said, we had a really good relationship with the men's team. They were super supportive of us. Came to a lot of our games. We went to their games, and yeah, they were nothing but awesome to us, and said we inspired them to get the job done, and like I said, to both come back with gold medals is all that really matters.
Haley, I'm sure kind of like the prep, training, everything, traveling is like a whirlwind. Was there a point that was kind of like the pinch me moment that kind of like slowed everything down for you, like that kind of moment when you were there?
Yeah, I think opening ceremonies is definitely a really cool moment. You're like, can't believe you're actually there, and the whole experience is just kind of a pinch me moment. I think playing, your first game, especially playing on the big rink. We played Switzerland for our first game, and I think, that's the first game my whole family was at, and just playing on that big stage, it was definitely a pinch me moment. I think every day waking up in the Olympic Village, I was like, couldn't believe where I was. So it was an awesome experience, obviously, and just tried to take each day as it came, because it went by quick.
Haley, I've got to ask that you got the invite from Flame to go party out in Las Vegas with him once the season's over. Are you guys thinking of doing that?
Yeah, we haven't chatted about it much. Obviously, we saw that. Everyone obviously went back to their respective markets, so unfortunately we haven't, been able to talk about that much. So I think we're just trying to focus on our seasons here, but I'm sure that'll be in the mix in the future.
Haley, a lot of your teammates were current college players right now. How excited are you to see the potential that this league's going to have when some of those players get to make their debut in the PWHL?
Yeah, obviously unbelievable. I mean, the draft class next year is crazy to even think about. All of them going back to their college teams. I'm sure they're gonna have a successful rest of the season, and like being partners with Caroline Harvey there, obviously a D at Wisconsin. She's already one of the best D in the world. So I can only imagine what she's gonna bring to the league next year and all of those players. And obviously, yeah, it's very positive for this league, and it's only gonna go up from there.
Haley, obviously the focus now shifts back to the PWHL, coming off the international stage here, but what do you now have your sights set on for the rest of this season, focusing on the league now?
Yeah, like you said, just focusing on the league. I think obviously it's no secret that our goal is to win a Walter Cup, but I think just focusing on the process goals every day, day by day. Today we were just excited to be on the ice together and focusing on our next game on Saturday and kind of going from there. I think these next 2 months will fly by, so I think we're just trying to, take every moment we can and be present.
Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of break in between now when you guys resume PWHL play and when you actually get to play a home game. How excited are you for the energy in the building when you get to play that first game in front of your home fans after all you've achieved?
Yeah, no, so excited. I think, like you said, it's a little while out, but I know we're already so excited to play in Boston. We've got so much support from everybody back home, so I'm sure they're excited, and we're even more excited, and we're just so grateful to, like I said, be able to bring this back to Boston, and more importantly, bring more success back to Boston. Meeting Snoop was awesome. It's everything you would expect. He's awesome. He was obviously so much fun to be around, and such a good face to be at the Olympics. So yeah, that was great.
Before the gold medal game, I imagine you fantasize all the different possibilities that it could happen, but how does reality of Keller's goal and everything, and how that game played out, like how does that compare to how you fantasized about it and how you thought about it?
Yeah, obviously, before the game, you want to visualize throwing your gloves up in the air and winning that gold medal. And like I said, there wasn't a doubt in our locker room. Being down 1-0, like with 2 minutes left, for some reason, I had like a sense of calmness. Like, you should. Obviously, I was nervous, but definitely a sense of calmness. I was like, there's no, like, I know we're gonna get the job done. And obviously, Hillary tying it. There's again no better person to do that, setting the record. And then Megan overtime. It was just like, we knew we were going to do it, and we knew what we had in that locker room was good enough to get the job done. And obviously for it to become reality is a lot of emotions, a lot of tears for sure. But yeah, it was amazing.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.